Basically, change and purpose are the two reasons why I create music, and fulfillment, the third one. And having lived in different cultures, between Europe and the UK, that helps to shape my perspective into music, and I fuse those perspective into my sound. This is why I have a unique sound. So
Awesome. Awesome. I think your responses further validates today's title that says cultural fusions and global sounds. I find it very fascinating that you're polyglot and you also love music. You speak up to like 6 languages. And you mentioned that while growing, you were able to speak all those languages. And that has further shaped the cultural fusion that you infuse into your music. And I think that's very, very incredible. So now, considering the blend of influence that you have when you started making music, I would like to ask you, when did you first start making music, and what pushed you further to pursue it as a career path? There must be a motivation and a push behind making music. So my first question is, when was the first time you ever, maybe you remember, ever making music? And second, what pushed you to pursue it as a career path?
Well, to me, it's like having lived in 6 continents so far. I thank God for being privileged to have seen like 6 continents out of 7.
Awesome.
So that helps, like, in terms of inspiration wise, that helps my inspiration, because when you go to different places, you see that it's not only Africa where people are suffering. You go to Poland, some parts of Poland, Russia, you see that people are actually suffering there. Yeah, I've lived in Australia, lived in New Zealand, Korea, Japan,
Wow.
England, Ireland, Germany, America. That's 6. The only continent I haven't been so far is South America, and that's where I'm looking to go, which is Brazil, Honduras, El Salvador. That's the outstanding. I've lived in the Caribbean as well. So I started off as a promoter. Actually, the greatest in Afrobeat passed through me. I
Wow.
would say it's not a bragging right, I came home to meet Wizkid in his house in Lekki to bring him to Germany for his first ever show.
Wow. Really?
I brought Davido as well to Germany for his first ever show in Europe. So
Awesome.
when I say the greatest in Afrobeat
I
passed
mean,
through
you're
me,
right. You're right on point.
they passed through me because I was promoting Afrobeat, because it became mainstream. Right now, Afrobeat is mainstream.
Yeah.
The world focus right now is on world music, Latin, and country music. You see, Beyonce did a country stuff in her latest album.
Yeah.
So that's where the focus is right
Presently.
now. So all my experiences, having seen the world, traveled, lived with different people, studied in different countries, helped shaped my journey and my music. And what actually pushed me into music? I'm going to be honest in this podcast, the arrogance of artists pushed me into music. Because I was a promoter. You're on my payroll. I bring you for a show. I pay you 30,000 euros to perform on a show. And then you come into, like, show me ego and stuff like I'm the artist.